It's six-figure music, baby.
This walking keto is, he basically walks me.
2L, 2Q. Yeah. Bush. Biz. I hear the track and I'm gone. Whether I'm right or I'm wrong. You know why? You know my money is long. She fell in love with my chain. I'm with that girl on the net. Face to face, she ain't looking the same. I walk in the jeweler, I put my AP on ice. I'm at Celine for the night. Hella bands, I know my money is right. I got that money on deck. Tell the waiter, better pace up. Lights out, I got that money on deck. That's 100 on my wrist. Ice in my Cartier bracelet. Fuck around, get a facelift. Whipping that dope on my right wrist. Get a coke out of foil. She your main but my side bitch. I keep that banner on deck. Hella racks on my neck. Money, power, respect. I don't play disrespect. Niggas talking on the net.
Okay, so today gonna film full day of life of what goes down on a training day. Have a look into my food in off season and kind of what I get up to on a normal training day. So first things first, I get up a lot later in off season. I try to sleep as much as possible. So usually I wake up about 8:30ish, between 8 to 9, and I go to bed about 10, 11. So I get plenty of sleep in the off season. Just try to rest as much as I can. First things first, cardio time. I've got 20 minutes of list cardio on a training day. And I'll just jump on the cross trainer. On a rest day, I'll do 30 minutes just to get the blood moving, the digestive system started. I think it's really important that you keep cardio in the off season, just to keep your appetite, there, and also just for general health benefits, heart health, cardiovascular health, blood flow. It just keeps everything moving, keeps everything nice and, smooth. And then also it sets my routine up for the day so that when I do transition to prep, it's not a big deal. It's something that I've done consistently day in, day out. And it just makes it really easy to do the transition into prep. So when cardio goes up, it's not really a job or an effort because I'm already doing some type of cardio. And there's a massive benefit to my weight training, my cardiovascular fitness during my sessions. It all benefits. So first things first, 1.5 liters of water in. I take my amino. I do 1.5 scoops, so I get 20 grams of amino acids. Now, very, very important that you have your amino acids before cardio to help any muscle breakdown. This is the new flavor, Rainbow Twist. It tastes absolutely amazing. So make sure you check it out. They have a new flavor system and it's unreal. So literally all my aminos go in there. I then also have the Cocoa Light, which is an electrolyte powder that I'll have during cardio, just to keep my electrolyte balance. Remember, we sweat a lot during cardio. So I want to replenish all the electrolytes that I'm losing through the sweat. And then the daddy of all daddies, Shreddable. Now, if you haven't used this before, absolute game changer. I still like to use it in the off season. To be fair, I use it year round. The reason being, it just elevates my heart rate, gets my heart rate hyped up, gets me sweating, gets the blood flow going. So I actually love this in the off season and on prep because it wakes my ass up. Otherwise, if I don't have any caffeine before training or before cardio, I find myself a little bit sluggish. So one thing I really do like to have is caffeine before cardio, caffeine before training, just like I said, to elevate the heart rate, boost the metabolism, and then on. So we're going to put that in 1.5 liters of water, which we've already done. And now I'm going to get on to cardio and do 20 minutes of cardio and kind of give you a bit of an insight into what's going down in my off season. We have planned shows, and I'll speak all about that on the cardiovascular machine. So let's go do cardio. Okay, so my cardio room here, we actually built this for the house so that when it comes to prep or off season, it's just really easy. I have everything here. So we have the cross trainer, we have the treadmill, we have the Stairmaster, some abs machines, and we also have the sauna, infrared sauna there. And I have a very, very accurate, expensive scales here because I kept changing my scales all the time and I don't really know, especially trying to make a 212. I want to make sure my weight is accurate. So usually what I do in the morning is weigh myself. I'll weigh myself now. Obviously I'm fully clothed. I did weigh myself this morning and I was one, it says I'm 116 here if you want to come see, so I'm not lying. So it says I'm 116.1, that's fully clothed. So this morning I was 114 without clothes, I'm 114.5. So it is probably the heaviest I've been in a long time. That's like just over 250 pounds, about 252 pounds. So it's the heaviest I've been for years. But the plan is to try hold that weight, put on as much tissue and solidify, you know, that weight, and then we're going to start slowly recomp and transition into a contest prep when we need to. But one thing I'm trying to do this off season, which is very, very different to my other off seasons, is back in the day I used to be a lot more relaxed. Now to me, this off season I'm much more relaxed, but I'm still ticking all my boxes. So you'll see, if I want to have something, I just have it. You know, like if I want to have a meal out on a special occasion, I'll just eat. You know, I won't think about it, I won't feel guilty. Sometimes that might be once a week, sometimes that might be 3 times a week. For example, this week we ate Sunday, Monday, and we've got a meal out on Friday for someone's birthday, and then a meal out Sunday again. So I would have pretty much eaten out 4 times this week. But as long as I'm not getting too fat, which Joe, you know, will keep an eye on, then, you know, it's all good. But the plan is, you know, we've got around 25 weeks till the first potential show. So it's all about maximizing it and setting out timelines and making sure that, you know, we're in different phases. So probably another 5 to 7 weeks of pushing up. Whether we'll get much heavier, I don't really think we will, but we're just going to solidify the weight, and then we'll start coming down nice and early, get down to a good sort of 230, and then probably a 10-week contest prep and really drop the hammer for the show. So it's going to be a fun year. I'm really excited. You know, obviously coming back from the operation, it's made me even more motivated. But like I said, in the off season, this off season is a lot more relaxed for me in terms of food. But I still tick my boxes, still get my meals in, still eat pretty much 90-100% clean every day. You know, and if I want a bit extra sauce or foods here and there, I'll just throw them in. But I'm not too stressed about that. So we've got 20 minutes of list cardio. I'm doing on the cross training at the moment, and then I'll take dogs for a little walk, just part of my routine, and then I'll jump in the sauna for 30 minutes. So let's get this done.
It's 6-figure music, baby.
This walking keto is, he basically walks me.
2L, 2Q. Yeah. Bush. Biz. I hit the track and I'm gone. Whether I'm right or I'm wrong. You know why? You know my money is long. She fell in love with my chain. I'm with that girl on the net. Face to face, she ain't looking the same. I walk in the jeweler, I put my AP on ice. I might lean for the night.
30 minutes in the infrared sauna. Lots of health benefits here. Blood flow, you know, cardiovascular health. Gets you a nice good sweat on. Feel great after get out of this. So then get in here for 35 minutes and then probably jump into the ice bath quickly and then go from there. Pose, eat breakfast. Same shit every day.
Hella bands, I know my money is right. I got that money on deck. Tell the way I better pace up.
Okay, so meal 1 for the day, I have 200 grams of whitefish. I have 125 grams of cream of rice with 30 grams of dates. Then I have my morning health supplements from Project AD. So as you can see, big bowl there, or big mug. Taking everything I can to basically keep blood markers in check and keep health on point, especially during this phase of pushing up, because body weight gets heavy, you know, certain markers may get out of range, so I've got to keep on top of that. And I just have my aminos here from Project AD as well. So this is meal 1. I'll have 2 meals before I go train. I actually use a lot of whitefish at the moment just because it digests really well. I did an intolerance test and, you know, I'm intolerant to eggs, egg whites. I have a slight intolerance to beef if I have too much as well. So basically just working with what my body can handle. Some people may think it's horrible to have whitefish in the morning, but this whitefish from Raw Foods is actually amazing. Doesn't actually taste fishy at all, so it's banging for meal 1. So I'm gonna get this meal 1 in, go have a shower, and then, you know, get ready to go train. Okay, so intra-workout nutrition, getting that ready before I have my pre-workout meal, and then head to the gym. Now, intra-workout nutrition, you know, is all about trying to keep the body hydrated, keep the body fueled throughout the workout. So I like to use some carbohydrates intra-workout. Usually I'll do it from Raging Full, which is our intra-workout formula. So it has carbohydrates coming from cyclodextrin in there, and an absolute amazing formula. So what I tend to do is on a leg and chest day, I do slightly more carbohydrates intra-workout to fuel the weaker body parts. So today is just going to be 50 grams of Raging Full. Guys, if you've not tried it, digests amazing. I think the most important thing is when you are using intra-workout carbs, make sure you're using a carbohydrate formula that actually digests well. You know, a lot of them are like, I find a lot of them like over sweetened and too sort of heavy on my midsection. So I don't like to use any of those. This Rage enforces really well. The new Amino Tour formula, so we have 13 grams of amino acids in there. The rainbow twist flavor is amazing. That's just going to keep my body and my muscle protected while I'm training. In the day we're in the gym, we're breaking down tissue, so let's protect it as much as possible. And that's me out of Amino Tour. Then I add to that, I add 1 serving of Nitrox, which is a pump formula. Again, I want to drive as much blood into these body parts as possible, especially on my weaker body parts. So crazy pump is going to come from that. And then last but not least, I have an electrolyte formula. Remember when you're in the gym, you're sweating a lot, you know, losing a lot of electrolytes through your sweat. So you want to always make sure that you have some type of, you know, electrolytes formula intra workout, just to keep a good electrolyte balance, especially with being in hot country like Dubai. So 1 scoop of that in there. And then, sorry, last thing but not least, to finish off, just a small amount of creatine monohydrate. So I actually use Carter Sports Nutrition's creatine monohydrate, so 1 scoop, around 10 grams, anywhere from 5 to 10 grams each workout is completely fine. So that's all in there. So I'll drink that during my training session. I also have an extra bottle of water there, which I'll drink again during training. So usually during training, I get about 2.5 liters of water or fluid in. You know, that's just got an aminos and another scoop of electrolytes in there as well. So that's my intra-workout formula. Gonna grab my pre-workout meal, get that down, then head to the gym. Okay, so pre-workout meal, 225 grams of white basmati rice cooked, 200 grams of white fish, 1 banana. Always have my Ravenous digestive enzyme and Matador GDA, especially with higher carb meals. So today is chest day, so we're actually pushing carbs a little bit higher, and same on leg day, just to drive more nutrients into that workout days and those muscles. So get these in, and usually just add to that salt and pepper. And then this off season I've been a little bit more relaxed with sauces, so sometimes I just have normal barbecue sauce. This is just a fat-free ranch dressing. Has it is pretty high in carbs, but one thing that we can cut out during prep is things like this, and that will just allow us to tighten up naturally. So sometimes I use like classic ranch sauce, a fat-free version. Sometimes I use like barbecue sauce. Sometimes I just have it plain. Just depends how I feel. But I kind of, this sauce is kind of taken to me. So like I said, in prep, I usually don't use that much sauces, especially when I'm prepping for a show. So what I like to do is try, or especially this off season, is try incorporating in the off season. You know, like this, for example, has 11 grams of carbs per serving. So I probably have like maybe half a serving, 3/4 of a serving, but it's something that I can cut out really easily and my body will just change and adapt straight away. So that's why we kept stuff like that in. Same with like the off meal plans, you know, on any special occasions, we just go out and eat. You know, maybe that's once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. But as soon as we cut those and tighten the reins up on that, again, the body will just change. So as long as I'm not getting too fat, then it's all good. So I'm gonna eat this meal and then head to the gym.
Lights out, I got that money on deck. That's 100 on my wrist. Ice in my Cartier bracelet. Fuck around, get a facelift. Whipping that dope on my right wrist.
Okay, so Gina's using, is it Nuex?
Yeah.
The Nuex machine on me on legs and chest days to help bring up my legs and chest. So it's going to create like a strong connection. So we're using it on the weaker body parts. I'm sure Gina will explain more. She can go into detail. I just know it hurts more.
Gina Cavallero, IFBB Pro and coach. What we're doing today with Jamie is some neuromuscular stimulation. So I'm using the NX Pro, and what it does is it stimulates the muscle like thousands of times per second, so way more than you can stimulate and activate on your own. And what it's going to do is obviously helps you activate and actually connect with the muscle, because you don't have a choice but to feel it. So it's going to help put on some growth. We're just going to hit his chest hard. We're working on his legs. So we're just kind of bringing up some areas that Jamie needed to bring up. And it's going to be really cool to see what this does for him in the next couple of months.
Get a coke out of foil. She your main but my side bitch. I keep that banner on deck. Hella racks on my neck. Money, power, respect.
Next exercise, incline machine press. Starting off with the flies. As you can see, we did like 10 reps, 10 squeeze, 10 partial, and then we went into a drop set last set. And now here, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see.
I don't play disrespect. Niggas talking on the net. Catch them slipping, get them stretched. Little pussy living wet.
Yo, tryna get that back. Man, relax, young boy, you need guidance. There's a code of silence, even if they wake up and they chose violence. Tyrants.
So, hammer strength, MTS press. We're just doing 12 reps. But Gina says she's noticed that this left pec gets a little bit full on the right pec. So, on this set, we're gonna do a superset with basically just my right pec on the second part of the superset.
The Lord, I'm not one of these tyrants. I don't even need a +1 to make it minus. Free the geysers, you know it's long for the lifers. We the finders keepers.
So here, flat chest press. Just done a lot of the incline movements because we want to work the upper part of my pecs. Now I'm moving on to flat press. Just trying to get a real nice contraction and squeeze. And try not to use any front delt. So when I'm doing the movement, I'm actually scooping my bum forward, arcing my back, keep my chest up. So I can really flex hard at the top.
We the keepers, finders. Sugar bomb with them itis. They just some dumb with vaginas, joiners. My niggas pull up his bias. They get different prices.
Breaking down bricks, it was me and the bros. If you're fucking with me, you can get it for low. Disrespecting ER, then you know how it goes. I make shooters pull up and they let.
Here on a cable fly, just a superset, wide, and then into a normal press. They were shocking me before, so I had to stop.
Niggas know I'm as fly as a kite, cause I keep couple killers on sight. I just give them a brick of the white. If they pull up, you're dying tonight. Like Freddy and Jason, they give you a fright. Cause my niggas, they don't give a fuck. They just spray out the place and they hop on the bike. If you know me, you know I don't fuck with Jakes. Got a pocket rocket, that's a fade. Hey, I can throw you a box like a heavyweight. Break it down to an ounce, that's a 28. Look at my wrist, that shit watching your chain. Fuck up the game, I might do it again. Switch up my swagger, cause we not the same. If you're talking great, it's better mention my name. I don't see no haters for this Cartier frame. If you're getting money, you can hop on this train. You tell by my tone that I'm eating right. You ain't getting paper, you ain't living right.
Okay, so that's pretty much chest and delts done. Using the machine. Crazy pump, crazy workout. I'm gonna finish off a little bit of abs, let Gina get off and have some food. But yeah, guys, if you've got a chance to try this machine, honestly, it feels absolutely amazing. You get a crazy connection. I know Gina helped with my bad quad last year, so it's gonna be exciting over the next few months just to see what we can do. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, like the YouTube channel, and plenty more content coming soon. Okay, so post-workout meal, I have my 225 grams of white fish, 150 grams of cream of rice with 50 grams of dates, and of course my Matador, my Ravenous to help digestion and nutrient uptake. So let's get stuck into this post-workout meal. I like to eat straight after training. Just got used to it over the years, you know, just get up after training, eat my meal, and then, you know, drive home, have my my meal 4. So nothing special, but does the job. Okay, so post-workout meal, well, post-workout meal, meal 4 is 250 grams of white basmati rice with 200 grams of chicken there, 25 grams of dates, some good old barbecue sauce as well to help wash it down. And then we have 1 serving of Matador, 1 serving of Ravenous as well with this meal. And my mum's in the kitchen cooking scones. Great. And Joe is also on his O'Malley, Joe style. Okay, so meal 5, pretty simple. Serving of Matador, serving of Ravenous, like I said with every carb meal. I swear by this stuff for digestion and nutrient uptake. Here we have 225 grams of white fish, 250 grams of white rice, sauce from Flavor Gang, sweet chili. Like I said, off season, just add sauces to pretty much all my meals in prep, I'll generally just cut it out so that it's I don't crave as much as well, and then it just kind of eliminates all the little factors that may play a part in something. Now, I'm not against sauces. Like with a lot of my clients say, look, if you start with them, you don't have any digestive issues, you know, then by all means keep them in. At the end of the day, it's only sodium. But the reason I cut them last prep, when I prep for show, is because when you're eating like blander food, I find it so much easier to diet because it takes you longer to eat your food, and also you don't crave as much. So it's one thing I like to do in the off season now, and then I cut them when it comes to prep. So I'm going to get them into this meal, and I have one more meal left. So this has actually been a real clean day of eating. I'm not actually eating anything off plan. You know, I had maybe like a prime drink here and there, but I don't really count that as off plan. But like I said, if I ever want anything, I'll just have it. So we're going strong for today. Okay, so final meal of the day, 225 grams of cooked chicken breast. I have 20 grams of Professor Nuts on there. Guys, if you've not tried Professor Nuts, you need to get on it. Absolutely amazing. We use it in this meal to slow down digestion. And then I also have 80 grams of cream of rice and a scoop of Fiber Plus in there as well. So have this last meal. That is a full day of eating. I've been good today. There's been no treats. So it's a standard day in the off season. It's a higher day, which is a chest day and a leg day. So make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Stay tuned in. We've got lots to go through. You know, lots of information to put out there. Subscribe, like, and keep supporting.